Hey everybody, Ryan here at eTrailer. Today on our 2020 Ford Ranger, we're going to be taking a look at and showing you how to install the K-Source Universal Towing Mirror. So whenever we use a towing mirror, it's really going to help expand our field of view. So that can really be useful whenever we're backing into a tight parking spot, maybe changing lanes, or even just trying to hook up to our trailer. So as you can see, I'm visible in our towing mirror, but not in our factory mirror. However, if I take a few steps closer to our trailer, I'll disappear out of that towing mirror and become visible in our factory mirror. That's really going to help eliminate any of those blind spots as well. So one of the big questions we get asked all the time in regards to these universal fit mirrors is if you're going to have any shake or rattle whenever you're going down the highway. And to be honest with you, out of all the universal mirrors that I've put on the Ranger, I will say this one probably impresses me the most. If you grab it, you can actually move the whole factory mirror around, so no play at all in there, and really don't see that being an issue for you. One of the things that you don't see too often with these universal mirrors is the ability to have full adjustability of your factory mirror. So even when the tow mirror is in place, you're going to be able to adjust your factory lens pretty much any way you want it. So that's really convenient. And something I did notice, even with the towing mirror in place, it's not going to block or interfere our blind spot little alert there. So that's convenient. We're still able to maintain that safety feature. And if you ever were to need to fold your mirrors in, let's say maybe you parked on the street overnight, something like that, or need to free up some space, you can still fold them completely in to give you that extra room. I will say the tow mirror does come really close to our door, but I still see daylight and we're not making contact with it. One of the reasons this tow mirror is able to be so secure to our factory mirror is the fact that it uses kind of these ratcheting type straps, so you can really get a good bite on it and some good leverage and make sure everything is nice and tight. The base here, where it contacts the mirror, is actually made from rubber, and so we're not going to have to worry about that kind of scratching up our mirror's paint or anything like that. The tow mirror itself, the lens, is also going to be fully adjustable, so you can position it in a way that works best for you. And since these mirrors are universal, chances are pretty good if you happen to have another vehicle in the household, chances are pretty good this will work with it too. So really convenient, and you can use this for a lot of different vehicles. Now, as far as getting the universal mirror put on, it's really not a big deal. It doesn't take hardly any time at all, or shouldn't really give you a whole lot of issues. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and do that together now. First thing we're going to do is take our tow mirror, and if you look, there's going to be almost some tabs here with an opening, and those tabs are going to go in between your glass and your factory mirror housing. So we're going to take it, push it flat against our housing. You want to kind of find that sweet spot where it sits nice and flat. And we can hold it in place with one hand and move around to the other side. Take our straps here, and these are going to clip onto these attachments there. And we can kind of push down on our ratcheting straps to eliminate any of that slack. And once we get it somewhat firm, we can come back to those ratchets, crank it down a couple more times to make sure it's nice and tight. And if you picked up a set, you would simply repeat this same process over on the other side. And that'll finish up our look at and our installation of the K-Source Universal Towing Mirror on our 2020 Ford Ranger.